This is Mon Health Talk, a weekly program focusing on the dedicated physicians, nurses, and staff at Mon Health, the region's premier community hospital system. People with skillful hands and bright minds using state-of-the-art technology. We don't just practice medicine, we care for people like family. That's why at Mon Health you can feel the difference. Once again, welcome to this edition of Mon Health Talk.
Good morning. Welcome into Mon Health Talk. I'm Dave Wilson. This morning, we will be talking about the Ball of the Year 2022. That's right. It's not far away. And joining us today for all the details, we've got Nate James, Mon Health System Director of Employee and Volunteer Engagement. Good morning, Nate.
Good morning, Dave. How are you this morning?
Doing great. And Sarah McBride, 22 Ball of the Year Chair. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Well, guys, thanks for taking a few minutes. We'll get into all the details of what we need to know, but I want to give you guys an opportunity, just like we do with all of our guests on this program, to kind of introduce yourself. Nate, I'll start with you. Introduce yourself, kind of give us some background. Where are you from and how you got involved with Mon Health System?
Yeah, so I am originally from West Virginia, came to WVU for school, and like most individuals, never left Morgantown. And then about 3 years ago now, I started at Preston Memorial Hospital for Mon Health, and last August came to the medical center, started out as a director there, and then quickly was promoted to a system director for Mon Health for employee and volunteer engagement.
All right. And Sarah, same to you. Give us a little bit of it. Wow, English just got really difficult for me. Give us a little bit of your background. And how did you get involved with Ball of the Year?
Sure. Well, my story, interestingly enough, is pretty similar to Nate's. Again, came to Morgantown with the WVU, didn't leave, but proudly, I'm so happy about that. I had two of my babies at Mon Health and was asked to join the committee in 2019 for the Ball of the Year, and subsequently was asked to be the chair of the 2020 event, which turned into the 2021 and now the 2022 event.
Well, guys, thanks for taking a few minutes with us here this morning. So, Nate, for folks who may not be familiar with Ball of the Year, and I think a lot of people around Morgantown are, but what is it?
So it is an annual gala fundraiser that is held by our Mon Health Medical Center Auxiliary, and all funds that are raised from the Ball of the Year go to a specific project. So this year will be our perinatal depression program.
And how long has the Ball of the Year been happening?
So this year, the Ball of the Year will be celebrating 58 years in existence.
Wow, 58 years.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a local institution. This is an event I know a lot of folks look forward to every single year, don't they, Nate?
That is correct, yes. So pretty excited to finally be able to host our 2020 Ball of the Year in 2022.
And Sarah, where will it be located, and when will the Ball of the Year be happening?
So we are very excited to host this event back in the Morgantown Event Center on November 5th of this year. The doors open at 5:30.
I'm writing all this down. November 5th, you say?
Yes.
Okay, and doors will open at 5:30. So you can't have a ball without a theme. So what will the theme for this year's event be?
So I absolutely love talking about our theme. When our committee first met in January of 2020, we all sat down and selected our theme, Appalachian Revival, as a way to celebrate and support our local community. And then with each wave of hardship that met our area and beyond, it just became more and more apparent that a revival was so much more meaningful and pointing at something that we all really needed, just to be able to celebrate our community, our resiliency, all the good that's around us and how beautiful our region is, how much talent is here. And so it just became so much more near and dear to all of our hearts to be able to celebrate what a true revival is and the Appalachian spirit.
Yeah, that theme takes on a whole different meaning over the last couple of years. So with that theme, Sarah, how do you incorporate that into the entire event itself?
Sure. So we take all of the beauty and all of the wonderful parts, and we are going to give that cultural experience with a really upscale tailoring. We're going to have local, we're very proud to be able to partner with some local farms to bring in some local food, local art, local musicians. All of our silent auction items are going to be from local and small businesses. So it really is going to be truly the best of us represented in this evening.
Nate James, Mon Health System Director of Employee and Volunteer Engagement, and Sarah McBride, 2022 Ball of the Year Chair. Joining us here on Mon Health Talk this morning, the Ball of the Year coming up on November 5th. We'll continue to talk about the event and what it benefits just as soon as we get back from this timeout. You're listening to Mon Health Talk on the Voice of Morgantown, WAJR.
Now back to Mon Health Talk, a discussion of the issues, people, and procedures in healthcare today. If you have a question for one of our healthcare guests, call now at 304-296-0041.
We're discussing the Ball of the Year 2022 coming up November 5th this year. It's been a while since we've had a Ball of the Year. Joining us is Nate James, Mon Health System Director of Employee and Volunteer Engagement, Sarah McBride, the chair of the 2022 Ball of the Year. And Sarah, I'll come back to you. Nate mentioned this a little bit earlier, but certainly worth mentioning again. What does this event benefit this year and why?
Sure. Well, in the spirit of supporting, family and connection through this year's theme, we are really proud to be able to support the Mon Health Progressing Through Postpartum Program, or P3 as we refer to it, as they offer postpartum and lactation support to all new mothers and families in our community.
We've talked about the importance of that program on this show several times over the years I've been doing it. And Sarah, it's one of those that maybe doesn't get the recognition that it really deserves, because it's a very, very vital part for any mother or any family, for that matter, welcoming a new baby into the world.
Absolutely. Our program is only one of about 15 in the entire nation. And so I think it's a really fabulous thing to have something so vital right here at Mon Health. And
Nate, with relation to the Ball of the Year, can you put into context how important the event is as a fundraiser for this program, which Sarah just highlighted is one of just a little more than a dozen across the country? How important is Ball of the Year to the P3 program?
So, like any fundraiser the auxiliary does, the Ball of the Year is extremely important. Just to throw into context, so our 57th annual Ball of the Year that was held in 2019 raised over just $200,000 to support the launch of our community-focused program. So we're hoping to go above and beyond that this year, just to be able to support a program that is designated to add additional healthcare providers and services to Mon Health, but to the surrounding community.
Nate, with all the pandemic stuff, for lack of a better term, that's going on over the last couple of years, have you been able to find other ways to fundraise or virtually fundraise to support because people kept having babies the last couple of years? P3 program is still needed, so have you been able to find other ways to fundraise with Ball of the Year kind of just being put on hold because of the pandemic the last couple of years?
Yeah, so our auxiliary is extremely forward-thinking. So we always are looking for that next fundraiser. So we do a lot of in-house fundraisers as well that help support our staff to be able to come in on different hallway sales, We do a lot of virtual. We host a purse bingo twice a year. So they're always forward thinking with all of our fundraisers and just trying to make as much money available to Mon Health Medical Center as possible.
And Nate, the funding that is raised for the P3 program, will that be just to generally support that program, or are there some specific ways it will be utilized?
Yeah, so all the proceeds from the 2022 gala this year will help be able to expand the program and to add additional healthcare providers and different services for the area.
And Nate, for folks who may be thinking, okay, already looking at their schedule, going on November 5th, that doesn't work, or maybe going to a ball is not their thing. I couldn't think of a few people that may not be up their alley, but they want to help, they want to support. So is there a way that they can still donate, can still support this program, support the cause, but don't have to get all gussied up, as they say?
Yeah, absolutely. So once our website goes live, anyone will be able to visit theballoftheyear.com, able to purchase tickets, but also if they're unable to attend, more than welcome to donate to the program.
And do you know when the website will be up and live?
Yes. So everything will be up and live on September 9th.
September 9th. Got it. We are talking to Nate James, Mon Health System Director of Employee and Volunteer Engagement, Sarah McBride, 2022 Ball of the Year Chair. So you've got to be thinking at this point, well, how do I attend the Ball of the Year? We'll answer those questions when we come back from this quick break. You're listening to Mon Health Talk on the voice of Morgantown, WAJR.
This is Mon Health Talk, providing a window into the Mon Health system and the dedicated healthcare providers who work there. If you'd like to comment or ask a question, please call 304-296-0041.
Talking about the Ball of the Year 2022 coming up November 5th. Nate James, Mon Health System Director of Employee and Volunteer Engagement, and Sarah McBride, 2022 Ball of the Year Chair, joining us here on Mon Health Talk this morning. So, Sarah, I'm sure folks have been listening now going, okay, so how do I attend the Ball of the Year? When do tickets go on sale?
Our tickets are going to be available on our website going live at 9 a.m. on September 9th.
September 9th at 9 a.m. And all you have to do is give the website again, and that'll be up in September. But it's pretty simple to get the tickets, right?
Absolutely. And you know what? Actually, our website is live right now.
Oh, okay.
You can find all information about ticket sales, sponsorship, event information at www.theballoftheyear.com. And you can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The Ball of the Year.
And can you give us in a little bit of a preview of what folks can expect who attend the Ball of the Year coming up in November?
Oh, sure. Well, hopefully it's going to be representative of a bunch of people in our bunch of our folks in the community, members from the Mon Health system and neighboring businesses. And I think that you'll see a lot of cultural things just represented, and hopefully it'll be like a giant reunion of sorts. And
well, it seems to me it would go without saying it's called the Ball of the Year, but this is a formal black tie event, correct?
Absolutely, yes.
So it gives you need an excuse to get really dressed up every once in a while, don't you, Sarah?
Absolutely, especially after the last couple of years. It's time.
Yeah, just to get out and enjoy these types of events again, certainly so. And Nate, let me come back to you since you're the Director of Employee and Volunteer Engagement. And I heard you mention the foundation. The foundation puts on so many of these fundraising events. And explain a little bit about the foundation and its purpose in conjunction with all of the programs that Mon Health offers.
Yeah, so our foundation is also another fundraising arm, and really they just go hand in hand, helping the Mon Health Medical Center with specific programs and everything that you can think of, services, staff. So it just really goes in conjunction and they work hand in hand.
And we talk a lot on this show about community health care and community hospitals and the hospital and the clinics and the physicians all being part of this community and then that makes a difference. And, Nate, when we talk about the Ball of the Year or some of the other events that go on, it really highlights the community involvement a healthcare system can have and not just be this big building that you go to when something's going bad. Obviously, you don't go to the hospital if you're good, but you understand what I'm saying, Nate. It really highlights the community involvement here.
It does. That's for sure. We rely on our community for everything that we need. And that's why we always try to say that we are the community hospital because we are here when they need us.
And Sarah, I'm sure that everything is buttoned up, ready to go. There's no planning left to be done for Ball of the Year, right?
Absolutely. Well, we would certainly like to think so. While we have been working on this for quite a long time and our vision for the evening is absolutely set in stone, we still as a community are working so well together to make sure every single detail is going to be ready for November 5th.
How many people does this event usually draw, Sarah?
Well, we expect to have about 600 people this year.
That is a big number.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Like you said, after a couple of years of kind of being cooped up a little bit, not having these types of events, there ought to be plenty of folks who are happy to get out and attend an event like this.
I know I am.
Certainly so. Do you have your dress picked out already? Or are you still working on it?
I am still working on it very feverishly.
See, Nate, it's easier for you and me. All we got to do, tuxedo, maybe go with the bow tie, maybe not with the bow tie. It's a lot easier for us guys.
You got that right.
Well, give the pertinent information again, Sarah, one more time for our listeners. When is it? When do tickets go on sale? And where can I find more information?
So the 2022 Ball of the Year Appalachian Revival will be this year, November 5th. Doors open at 5:30. You can find information about ticket sales and event info and sponsorship information at www.theballoftheyear.com. And you can follow us along for all the latest updates on our Instagram and Facebook pages at The Ball of the Year.
And Nate, this year's Ball of the Year event will be benefiting which program?
The Prenatal Depression Program, or what we call P3 at Mon Health Medical Center.
And we've got about 60 seconds here. So just for folks who may be just catching the tail end of that, describe that program briefly.
So that program it is one of 15 in the nation at Mon Health. And it is a program for new mothers or getting ready to be a new mother and their families to help with support.
Nate James, Mon Health System Director of Employee and Volunteer Engagement. Sarah McBride, 2022 Ball of the Year Chair. Nate, Sarah, thank you so much for taking some time here on a Monday morning. Best of luck, and I'm pretty certain we'll talk again before the Ball of the Year comes up in November. Guys, thank you so much for the time this morning.
Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Again, Ball of the Year coming up November 5th. And, of course, always more information over at Mon Health's webpage as always. Don't forget, you can get more information on Mon Health System anytime over at the Mon Health webpage. Of course, check out the Facebook page as always. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of Mon Health. Thanks to Nate and Sarah for taking some time this morning. Joe Bricado on the phones.